Hey everyone, welcome back to the Design Gist podcast. Last week we asked a big question: is convenience the highest virtue of good design? Today we're sort of continuing that conversation somehow by looking at one of the most important UX principles, well, in my opinion, and that is Hick's law, Hick, Hick's law. So yeah, basically, the law says, let me even put up the card here because I have it in my book. See, I started reading a new book. It's
Are you
called To Sail Beyond the Sunset. Yeah, I got it in a charity store.
ah,
But I don't really know what's happening in this book because it's like the father and the daughter are having a relationship. I don't even really understand yet, but it's fine. Well, yeah.
ah,
So this is the card X law. The time it takes to make a decision increases with the number and complexity of choices. So, I mean, there are obvious examples, and that's why I brought up last week's topic because I think we're talking about things like Netflix. Before you can choose a movie to watch, it takes a lot of time because there's a lot of stuff to look at and all that. So today we're going to be unpacking what the law is and why it matters in our short attention span world. But before we go into the topic, let me just ask Elsie, how are you and how was your day?
okay. I forgot to. This what I forgot. Sorry.
Oh my God, signature, yeah.
Looking one card, I'm seeing you another one. I don't remember. Okay. Forgot my
Signature Elsie.
signature LC.
Signature Elsie. Sorry though, Auntie I, the person has come and I need scripting and get them.
Yeah, no, pause.
Thank you, sorry. Yeah.
Auntie I. Auntie knows.
I was asking how your day has been and your week. We recorded, I think, last week Friday, so your whole week has passed.
I think it's been. No, I think it's been somehow. It's been okay.
Why?
It's been fine, but just that something. I don't know if I. I don't know what. And don't. That just still happened.
No.
Are you sure? At work.
No, you didn't. What happened now?
Wait. What did it even happen? What happened? Today is what?
Today is Thursday.
Wednesday. That should be on Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. I think it's Monday or
What
Tuesday.
happened on Monday?
Bruh.
Ah,
That
today
that
should...
I woke up late now.
Oh, you told me. Please, what was happening? You woke up like 1 hour late or something. What happened? What was different?
I usually set my alarm. So I didn't realize
Yeah.
that this kind of thing that you set alarm like some days and then some days is all off. I didn't realize
Yeah.
it with me. I thought I set up my alarm for like the whole week. So I was just relaxing. Let me sleep. Let me sleep. I opened my eyes. I was very late there.
You had to, did you know, okay, I asked you the same question today. Why didn't you take Uber?
Oh yeah.
Because that's what me, I would just do. I
Yeah,
know.
does it mean it happened since? Because it's still giving
Because you
me.
were like, your town is a small town.
That means I've told you about it. That means it happened. Not even this week. It happened now. What did you talk about? Did you talk about it
You know,
last?
we had a call on Tuesday.
Ah, okay, maybe.
Abi?
Do you have a call?
No. We're not on the call like with
Oh, okay. Yeah, we didn't talk now. We didn't talk. Oh yeah,
exactly.
I can't remember, but yeah, that's crazy. So maybe it's still giving me PTSD that I had that kind of issue or something. I don't,
Which capital?
bruh. It's not easy. Oh. I'm booking. Just like one at one point, like I don't like that kind of thing. I don't know if you understand, like
Coming late.
unnecessarily. And but on
Yeah,
the
see,
other
I
hand,
get it, Sha.
I couldn't do anything, so it's fine. But
I
other
get that. Me, my own people don't care if I come late. Like the ones in the evening. They're like, as long as you just come, please. So nobody cares. Just come and show up. Don't let us now do
yeah,
the work for you.
that's nice. That's nice. So
Yeah.
other than that, I think my week has been going went on uh, like
At least you don't always want to tell us anything. Like it's like you like being mysterious, like mystery. Like
no
let people be guessing.
how
Yeah, you don't always want to say what happened. Why?
I just literally said what happened
You
now.
were about to say a good thing that happened, then you now said, or like, you didn't want, you don't want to tell us that, oh, this is what happened.
There's no good
Why?
thing to say that happened. What do you want to
You
say
were
that?
about to say, you now said, no, but no, don't worry, or something.
No.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I want to hear now. I'm ready. I want to hear.
What do you want to hear?
Another thing about your week went, aside from the one that happened on Monday.
Kenny, you're so funny.
Yeah, I know.
I can't think of anything that happened again that is interesting.
Mm. Doesn't have to be interesting. Just
Nothing. I don't think anything has happened for real.
so,
Nothing.
what book are you reading currently?
Oh, let me. I'm still reading. Let me tell you what happened. Okay, let me just small.
God, I beg.
God, I beg, bro. Hope I'm not. I'm still reading this. Oh wait,
Dream counts. Okay, nice, nice.
Dream Cloud.
Nice.
But then it's funniest part at work. One day because
Yeah.
they're not known that I like to read, and they're not like
Are you serious?
yeah. She was not telling me that someone passed away near at the other side. Yeah, and the woman
Oh,
loves to read. So if I would like to.
take our books.
No, not take her book. So she said, because the thing is they donated her book to the sort of library there. So she's like, she'll be bringing me books from there and all that. So if
Oh,
once I was like, it's fine. And I felt bad because there's a man that came in. Just felt so bad for him because he was telling me that he's going up to see his sister because his wife just passed. He could just tell he's still grieving. And he's like,
oh
yeah,
my God.
very he's not telling me that he's going to see his sister invited him to come because his wife just died. No, he
Yeah.
didn't say his wife, but I'm just saying I'm assuming he said they lost someone. So
Mm.
I just felt so bad for him, but I didn't know what to do. I just told him sorry. So if
No,
not,
you know, give am discounts.
I- so he now brought me another book which I'm reading at work.
Alongside.
It's so
Okay.
funny when I think of it.
Wow.
So that one I
Mm.
read at work. This I'm trying to read it in the like when I'm in the house or in the
Yeah.
when I want to go to bed, that kind of thing. So
You
yeah,
see
that's
this reading thing, like I don't even know. So you read it in the house as well, like aside from maybe when you're
the
going.
part. The book she brought is just something like this, any
It's
like
a
hardcover is big like this. She told
it's
me
big as well.
this kind of book she also brought for me. But you see, so yeah, I haven't been reading this one at home very well, but I want to be reading it at home. So I really let it in the house. So I want to read it like when I
What's the name of that one?
I forgot.
You don't never read that.
I can tell you the what's happening already, but I can't remember the name.
Can you imagine?
It's
That's how
about
you read.
that one is mother. Yeah, I don't. I don't know. I will still know the name very well. But I just started it. That one is about his mother mystery basically. It's,
Okay.
in a way, it's like the president voted him over. I just got the book. I think it's on Tuesday or so. So but the one I just
Mm.
like the president voted him over and they want to give me send him on a mission to um you know spy thing.
Ukraine or something, yeah.
One as
But
is a retired person that has been in the he was ex-military, he was ex then became an assassin. Then
well,
I'm just it's just something that started, but I will not
wow,
finish.
the concept of reading a book at home. I feel like I've been carrying books for say I'm reading it on the bus. I'm
Okay,
reading it on my way to somewhere. So that people will see me as a reader or something. Like so now carry it in my house and open it. It's like I'm pretending like I can't do it.
yeah,
I have to be on the bus or on the train now
that is so.
to be reading. It's crazy, I know.
So how have you been?
I
And
know.
shared so much about myself.
No, that's good. That's what we want. We want you to be doing that more on the pod. Yeah. So I'm recovering.
Yeah,
Last night still I couldn't sleep. I don't know what to do. I'm still sticking to the antibiotic I was given. But last night's sleep was better than the past few nights, so that was good. I was just
That,
having nightmares. I was
yeah.
having, I've been sitting up like to sleep for the past week.
But this is so crazy.
Do you know what the nightmares have been? The nightmares have been like, oh, if I slouch, like if I lie down, somebody
Yeah.
will just beat me. Somebody like one person, like I don't know who the fuck sorry, I don't know the person. The person just beat me, sit up. Because the more I lie down, the more the postnasal drip goes down my throat
Yeah.
and irritates me to cough. I swear,
One,
God, I
God,
beg.
which God?
God, you please, because I'm tired.
No, you will be fine. It
I've
goes
been
like
coughing for 2 weeks,
it's
3 weeks.
crazy. It's even, at least you don't even have like flu accompanied or headache. Do you have headache or something like that?
Headache. I have serious headache because the more I cough, the more the this thing,
Yeah.
even my chest, my ribs are paining me. I've been reading about people who had the same condition. I read someone coughed so hard that they broke a rib. Imagine that. I swear.
Oh, some people,
I hope that doesn't happen to me because
everybody just go. That's one thing with Google.
I
You have
swear.
the tell that someone 10 people died from it.
I'm not
So
ready to die, please. There's a lot I've not done in life, please.
yeah, fine.
Anyway, that's how I am, Sha.
I'm Gio.
I
Believe in
see.
God.
Yes, so God, please. Okay. So do we have any product thumbs up or thumbs down or shout outs? Yeah, that's the real this thing. Product thumbs up or thumbs down or shout out. Me, I'm going to be recycling one that I've said before. Please, you're going to allow me because the episode did not load. We did the episode that was the AI episode, the one where we were testing AI tools.
Yeah,
It didn't work for whatever reason. We tried it multiple times. So I'm going to be saying that one again because I don't have another one.
I say no.
Should I say it?
Yeah,
Okay. Wait, do you have one?
I did though, but I can't remember what it is anymore.
Same. I did as well, but I can't remember, so I have to
I remember it just
reuse.
started, but I can't remember it now.
Okay, should I be saying my own so that maybe if I'm saying it, it might jog your memory?
I don't think it will, but okay.
Okay, it's worth a try. Okay, my my own is not a shout out, it is a thumbs down, and it is Apple. And I'm saying this for the maybe fourth time, and I'm so tired because the last time I said it was in an episode that did not that wasn't edited well, so we
Guessing what?
couldn't upload it. Eh?
Why am I already guessing what it is? Yeah.
It is you already know what it is now. Ah, my phone is dead now. Shit.
Oh,
I won't be able to show you. Like
yeah.
also I realized that we've not been saying that these are video episodes that people can watch. The last two episodes are video episodes. We didn't mention it on the podcast. So this is a video episode we are listening. So you can see this on YouTube and even Spotify. I think there's a video on Spotify.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, I was going to use your imagination for this one. So the product thumbs down is that Apple, the phone, I don't know about the other devices, but the iPhone has a feature that's the timer and the alarm. So the alarm, when you set an alarm, for example, I set a 6:30 alarm every morning. When I do that, it gives me once it's 6:30 every morning, it gives me the choice to stop my alarm or I think is it
Snooze.
re- is it snooze? Yes, thank you. Snooze. So I can either stop the alarm or snooze the alarm. That's one. The second thing, this will make sense now. The second thing is the Apple's timer. So in addition to setting 6:30 a.m. alarms, I also do timers. For example, when I'm boiling an egg or I'm warming something, because I usually forget, I'll ask Siri to set a timer for a certain time. So once the timer is done as well, it gives me an option to either stop the timer or repeat the timer so that I can have like another set. So what I've noticed with Apple is that the primary call to action for alarm and the one for the timer is very confusing for me because for the alarm, the primary one is to stop the alarm and the secondary one is to snooze the alarm. But for the timer, the primary one is to repeat the timer and the secondary one is to stop the timer. So I find myself always having to think each time I'm making that choice in the morning or whenever I've done a timer, and it's very annoying. Like, can't it be consistent? Why do I have to always have this pause, this moment of pause where I'm like, oh wait, am I snoozing or am I repeating? And it gives me like serious problems. So I don't like that design. I don't like that design. Sorry, I don't like that design at all. And that's my product thumbs down for the week. Yeah, for this episode. So what do
I,
you think about my this thing?
as I was saying, I was trying to think about why they did that. Maybe zip that um for alarms or for stop clocks. What do you call it? What do you call the other one?
So
Remind
yeah, yeah.
for reminders. They wanted to keep. I don't know why they wanted to keep being reminded of the thing. Is that why they made it the primary call to
Why would
action?
why would I want to keep being reminded though?
Because like
And it's true because like why? Yeah,
sometimes if I want to be reminded of something that I want to do by 5 p.m., I
yeah.
message them that for like 4 p.m. or 3 p.m. or something like that. And then
Mm.
when it goes, they want you to say, "Oh, remind me again in so and so time at that time." I don't know. Because I don't know.
Which would be a handy feature actually for like because I'm imagining or maybe I wanted to finish this at this time but I'm not yet done. It would be so sweet to just say extend the timer for me. But because of the other feature, that's the alarm feature, they're too close to each other that it now seems very confusing. It's very easy to mistake this one for the other. So I don't really like using it. But yeah, that's the terms. Have you remembered your own by any chance?
No, I have not.
Yeah, okay.
No,
Fair
so
enough.
I have not.
Should we move on to the topic at hand? We can do your own next week if you remember.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So
Sorry.
yeah, like we said, X law is the time it takes to make a decision. Sorry, that's not X law. Saying that again. So the time it takes to make a decision increases with the number and complexity of choices. That's like the bottom line of the principle. So do you have any initial thoughts on X law, like just as it's a precursor?
Yeah, I think the only thing that comes to mind that came to my mind when I was even like reading about Hick's law was I think we mentioned it briefly last week again when I was talking of Netflix and how it is. Do you know the crazy part? I was
Mm.
reading today. I was trying to like do some research, and then I found out that Netflix actually obeys Hick's law in its own way. It so that
Really?
okay, interesting.
How
So
does it
I was like,
obey?
let me even go into this a bit because I was thinking maybe off the top of my head is Netflix. I would have said, however, you know how Netflix arranges those things like when it says today's topics, I mean best movies or whatever comedy
What's
whatever.
trending in the UK,
Yeah,
in
so
Nigeria?
yeah, the way the way it arranges those topics makes it easier for you to decide what you want to like go into, what you want to watch and make to decide or to make a choice. However, for me, I still feel like it's still not it because even that, for instance, let's say top 10 in the UK today, right? For instance, and I'm looking at it as someone that wants to watch, pick one of them to watch. It's still difficult to select. Maybe it's just because of my indecisiveness generally. I don't know what it is, but basically, I don't see Netflix as obeying it. However, I can see how they say it, how they, why they will say it obeys it, because obviously it arranges it into categories, try to simplify it, rather than maybe it should have just put it all there, just make it say series this thing movies one then I put search bar for you to go and be searching, that's another way they could have done it, but then they decided to still break it down into different categories. So maybe that's why they say it obeys Hick's law. However, uh, like I said, we still have a lot of choices to make, so it's still
Exactly. That I was having a lot of choices to make is
yeah, but
there's so many films. Like there's so many films.
yeah. But that was the thing. I think that was a
Mm.
mistake we were making, thinking that Hick's law is about um not having several choices. However, it's like his law is about simplifying the process of making your choice. So it's like you still have those choices sometimes, but it still simplifies it. So,
That makes sense, and I agree that Netflix UI is following X law because it's categorizing things. But maybe the problem is now because there's now too many categories. Is there too many categories? Let me even open it, save
I
and
feel
look at
like
it.
I feel
Let
like
me
they're
look at it.
just hearing noise now.
As in, to
No,
You see that thing you said now? That's what I was thinking about when we were speaking. What you said, you just are hearing noise now.
oh.
It seems the problem is not the fact that it's, oh, sorry. The problem is not the categories. It is all those noise, all those jump scare tactics they
Yeah,
put
oh,
on
I
Netflix.
don't like those things, God.
Even the styles of each film.
That's what I'm saying. If you toughen it
The
a little bit,
Why
start
is it
playing,
not even showing?
right? Is that
The
what you
side, yeah, like you just, even if you just stay on the screen just a bit now, you just are hearing
put
something.
on any of the whatever
And
of
I-
the
and I'm okay. This is what I was trying to say now, that it seems the categories themselves are too much, and that's the way I feel. I'm on Netflix right now. I'm seeing boredom busters. Continue watching, which is fine. Hollywood movies because you watch The Residence, binge-worthy TV shows. Need a good laugh because you watch Blue Eye Samurai.
that
Your
one.
next watch thriller movies. Like it goes on and on and on and on.
Keep saying because you watch because you I don't like those. So what's that? Because you watch because you watch. I got the point of it. You understand? But knowing that is, for instance, some of them are like family accounts. So I if
Yeah.
I
Oh yeah.
watch something, then you not have five because you watch this.
That's true. But then that's the whole point of having profiles. So, but then not everyone follows that, to be honest. Sometimes I'm on my mom's place watching sex education. Oh my God.
Yeah. So
But yeah, I agree that they tried following X law by, simplifying choices, but there's just too many categories at the end of the day. So it defeats the purpose. It defeats the purpose. Okay, but okay, I feel like we've maybe gone a bit
and
ahead. Now, I don't think we've really like explained what X law is, like, you know, for
I
anyone who's new to it.
think you
What do you
explained
think?
the beginning well enough. That's why I
Hmm.
start explaining.
I
What?
just stated what's on the card.
Okay, you can. You want to speak more on your? Do you want me to?
Just a line or two. It's just okay for the origin. Like if I would talk about the origin a bit, it's a psychologist team, a team of psychologists in the 50s. They explored, like they did an experiment. They try to understand the relationship between the number of stimuli present and an individual's reaction time to any given stimulus. I think I've done a video on this as well on IG where we're talking about, I was talking about like, oh, if I'm looking at my screen now, as I'm looking at my screen, people think I'm looking at Elsie, or I'm actually seeing loads of different stuff in front of me that you can't see. I'm seeing different colors, I'm seeing different items. Yes, I'm a mess, like my table is a mess. So I'm seeing a lot of different stuff. So I was not talking about like, oh, what are the things that jump out to me as I'm looking at it? And it was based on the other card, that selective attention. So um think about the number of stimuli that's present in maybe a UI task, for example. Think about like using an app, which is like the most common thing we can say. Using an app, what are the number of stimuli that the designer makes um primary or prominent to the user? And that was like kind of I mean, that's not what the psychologist team was doing. That's not why they did this, obviously. I'm just bringing it back to present day. So they said, as you would expect, the more stimuli you have to choose from, the longer it will take for you to make a decision on which one to actually interact with. And users are bombarded with choices, and people who are bombarded with choices rather have to take time to interpret and decide. And that means you are giving them more work because you
Oh,
are increasing their cognitive load. And this is what I wanted to say, and I'm not sure if you'll agree, but I feel like this kind of card is more important now like in 2025 more than before because of the problem we that we discussed last week, which is how we have too much stuff, we have too much content, we have too much apps, we have too much things fighting for attention. So this kind of card is actually more important now than ever. What do you think about that?
I think I get what you're trying to say. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but important to who is it to designers, you mean, right?
To users, not designers.
Okay, to users makes sense. It's important to users. Very, very important. I agree with that one. Because,
Mm.
based on the other thing we're talking about, like, it's not about, sometimes designing these days is not about the users. It's about what the stakeholders are they want and all of that. But obviously, it's something that we should start talking all over and over again. But yeah, if it's when it comes to what the users want to the users or what they designing for them particularly, then yes, it's very, very important because you have to put it into consideration. However, as I was doing my research, I also find out something like, yes, I want to have less choice and be able to make decisions. But there was an argument, sort of like an argument I would call it, that I saw where it's like, okay, if you want to, let's say someone wants to have a destination where they want to go for honeymoon somewhere, let's just put honeymoon. The person they want to like go through the like places, see the choice they have, franchises they have, what each place has to offer, destination has to offer before they now make their choice. So in that case, you see that yes, Hick's law could help simplify your um choice and all
The
that.
choices, yeah.
However, sometimes you have to know how to use it because sometimes it's like people want to see more options, see what is actually available in some cases. So it's about knowing when to use Hick's law. It's not about using it all the time in your design
Yeah.
thing.
That's awesome because it's actually on the card here. It says, be careful not to simplify to the point of abstraction. I should have shared you an image of this. Be careful not to simplify. And this ties to our last week's topic as well, where we're talking about
Mm.
convenience. Like, oh, because we want everything to be minimalist, you want everything to be pretty. You remove everything, cover it up with beauty, and then it makes things even less enjoyable to use or experiences less meaningful. So yeah, there's a caveat for this law. Yeah, thanks for bringing that one up as well. Are there any other examples that we can like talk about
Uh,
for X
like
law?
like I'm a checkout when they're saying checkout. So
E-commerce checker.
yeah, e-commerce checkout. So sometimes
Mm.
when they I don't know I think it's Amazon that has kind of checkout where it's like not just checkout you just checkout first of all where it's like
Yeah.
it's rather than having one long form that you will not be filling all your details and it's like what am I going to enter?
Yeah.
You now have those ones that will just show you like first of all enter your shipping address, next enter
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice. Yeah.
whatever. So it breaks you down in a way that you're not feeling very like overwhelmed trying to do it. So it simplifies the process. Also,
Oh, even type form, like
yeah, aside from
type form.
yeah.
Is Google Form? No, Google Form is not like that, is it?
No, move on. Wait, I think now you can actually decide to set it in your
Break yours. Yeah.
break it
You
in your
can make it into sections.
yes, something like that. So I think they are trying
But
to
Typeform and Tally, they follow this principle by breaking things down, yeah.
because
Which is so I love it so much.
mostly that platform, not this platform. Not only does it break it down into sections, it tells you where you are at that point. It's like, oh, you know that okay, this is where I am. I'm about to finish, or I'm not about to finish, something like that. I think that makes it very like that simplifies the process a lot. And
Well, some trenches forms that you maybe it's so long. Sorry to cut you.
sorry,
And then there's an error somewhere, and they don't even show you where the error is. You have to go and scroll and look for where the error is to continue.
I've done those things
Trenches.
like you're talking trenches just in this place, like when you're trying to get, I think it's job application, something like that.
Oh my God.
Not
Trenches.
filling the whole form, not click submit, right? Do not. tell you that you cannot submit. Start
I
bringing
have to go back up.
why don't you just show it then? Like,
Well, I kind of think that is deliberate because some things like I don't know, let me not stand, let me not put my tinfoil hat on, but I feel like some things are deliberately hard. For instance, I think I mentioned this before, US DS 160 visa application. My God. I don't know if you've tried to do an application. Oh my God. Let me not even talk about it. When you try, you see what I mean. And I'm sure it's even harder now that they don't even want people come.
um,
Sorry, no. Let me not talk because they said they'll start asking for our social media, like if we want to come to the US. So I'm not really saying much because I want to go to the US at some point.
are you serious?
I don't know, man.
Um,
And one other example that is very common is the remote control, the way it used to be and how it is. I mean, I don't think it is a before and after thing now.
I think it's a brand thing, maybe.
It's a brand thing, yeah, yeah. Like Samsung or LG now, the way they design their remotes. I don't know. Really, I really don't know. Let me not say what I don't know.
Yeah, because I saw one. I've forgotten what remote that thing is.
Let's
I
say.
saw, I think I saw it last week. We were talking about that convenience thing.
Yeah.
Remote, instead of, you know how remotes have several buttons on them, and you don't, some of them you don't even know what they are for.
Never
Like,
use them.
I know exactly. You know my remote at home, but like, I don't know what those buttons, what those buttons does. Then I saw one which is quite interesting. I don't think I've ever seen any remote physically like that. I don't think so. That just
Yeah.
just had those, you know, that round button that you like play in the middle, whatever in the
Yeah. Yeah.
that
And then
had,
volumes will be, yeah.
yeah, and then it had menu.
Menu.
Yeah. So I'm like, what's that? But
So it's not understandable.
no, it's it's super simple. Like, that's the only thing on that whole remote.
Mm.
It just brings out what we normally use, which is those things, that volume button,
Oh, I see.
yes, and then off button. Then any other thing you want is stored inside menu. Maybe when you now press it on your TV to now show you. I can't remember. I think is it Apple? No, I don't know. I can't
It
remember.
seems that they now like removed all the
What did it show?
analog things that you'll be pressing, put it on the digital. So all you need to do is just up and down, everything. Okay, that's interesting.
Quite simple. I've not seen
That's
it.
interesting.
That's right. The picture of it.
But obviously, like you said earlier, it depends on the use case. Because I think I saw an image where they did something like this for cars. Imagine you're driving a car and everything is just as little as possible,
Right.
as little things to press as possible. You have to be looking at the screen on your dashboard to navigate. That's hazardous. So of course, use case
Yeah.
matters a lot.
Yes.
Speaking of use case, what was this? I even remember now. Yeah. Sorry to bring up social media example once again, but
We have
I
to
feel like we
limit.
have to. I swear we have to. I feel like, and I may be wrong on this. Instagram, for example, they how do I say this now? They don't follow X law on purpose when it comes to the settings and the like all anything that has to do with settings for your Instagram app. And not just Instagram, all the social media apps. They don't follow X law because they want you to how do
You
they say it now? They want it to take time for you to make a decision
certain things, yeah.
so that you can use the default setting, which is the poisonous algorithmic setting that we are all using right now.
That's
So there's ways for you to reconfigure your apps, your social media apps, but before you even sit down and say you want to start looking at, oh, let me now go here and enable this and do this,
yeah.
it's a lot. And I
Yeah.
feel like they do it on purpose, but
That's
I'm not sure, sure.
no, they do.
Never know.
Yes, they do. Because I remember, I think it's was it on my laptop, and I was trying to go to settings somewhere. I
Mm.
haven't touched settings on that particular app. Where is it? I can't remember. And it's today it happened.
Mhm.
So that everything that is that they want to that I have to turn on is on. That, or that I would like to turn off is on.
It's on now.
speed thing is on. So I'm like, why? Why is it the first thing people are thinking? You know that people want to turn it off, but you just turn everything on. So I think it's they do it on purpose so that you now have to go and start turning it off by
There's
yourself.
this annoying one on Instagram. I think is you have to disable this setting. The setting is to how does it go? Like if you upload a video now, Elsie, it will make that video low resolution by
Uh,
default. So they're not telling you that you have to go and disable. Of course, I want my video or whatever I'm posting to be at highest
yeah,
resolution.
kind of sure.
It's like a manipulative tactic. Another example of this is in pricing tables. Like when you see a software that you want to buy, for example, you want to select the best pricing plan for your team or for you. They simplify. They use X law. This time they use X law, but they use it as a manipulative tactic where they'll put an emphasis or an hierarchy on the one that maybe
The
they
one.
want you to use or to buy, that you find yourself almost immediately choosing that one
Yes, that's true.
instead of maybe the free that you just want to try. Let me just try this thing for 20 days or something.
That's
So
true.
that's another example. I think I've run out of examples at this point. Let's
Yeah, I think the last example I'll probably have is the example of what is it called? Onboarding, where people are trying to
no, no.
simplify an app through onboarding. So sometimes when you do your onboarding too might be like very simple that people understand what they're doing in the app once they go in. However, if you don't do your onboarding well, to onboarding basically is that those things that you see at the beginning is just for someone that you might be listening, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's
Oh
just
yeah, that's good.
screens that were at the beginning of your let's say you just downloaded an app for the first time on your phone and you just log in. There'll be things that telling you about what the app is about, and then you'll be like next, and then it tells you, shows you what to do. Like I think some apps shows you what to do, some apps just tells you about it, like about their um about what the app is about, and then they just be like next, start login and all that. While some actually goes simplifies it and shows you certain things that is important in the app, so that by the time you get into the app itself, you already know, it already feels familiar in a way, and you already know what you're doing. So I think that's another way that Hicks law can be obeyed if
Yeah,
is well applied. I don't know if
yeah,
I
that's
make it
true. That's true. Because that's the first, like if you're a first time user, that's the first thing that you see. So, and that's like the best way to explain it to someone. And following X law, yeah, following X law there is very important. Hey, there's this thing I had in mind. This for like during this conversation to bring up. You know how we keep coming to this um talk or this discussion where we say, oh, UIs all look the same. Like, oh, all the UI that we see on Instagram, maybe Behance, Dribble, it's like everybody's copying each other. So I feel like I'm having a change of heart about that conversation or whatever I usually say. What me I would usually say is that yes, all the UI are looking pretty similar and nobody is doing anything.
I don't know if
Um,
that's yes.
yes, it's me that's always saying it. So I'm trying to say that I'm wrong and
Right.
yeah, so I'm wrong. I say I'm wrong. Well, not 100% all the way wrong, but I'm changing my mind now because after reading into this principle we are talking about today, which is X law, it makes sense for UIs to use the same styles, to use the same presets because if everyone wants to follow X law, if all the apps, all the experience, all the maybe service design, whatever, well, let's just stick to visual design UI. If everyone's trying to follow X law, it means that everyone is reducing the steps. Everyone is trying to reduce cognitive load, and that would inevitably translate to the UI looking similar. There's nothing we can do about it. Because if you want to break the wheel, if you want to reinvent the wheel to do something that no one has done before, you might be introducing complexity into the flow of like the user flow. And that makes it harder for people to do. So if you are really following X law, like if you're following the principle, you stick to what has already worked. Oh,
Yeah.
simple navigation, simple menu. simple icons that people understand. Then obviously the UI will start to look the same. So it now takes, I feel like this is where you now, it will now take like serious work and serious efforts to stand out as a designer. This is the part that, oh, people will now be standing out because now you are you are trying to follow the principle and you're trying not to make it look boring or like aesthetics wise. And you're also trying not to make it look like the same thing everyone has done. And you're also trying to do this while using the brand identity to tell to like to help people solve a problem or to get what they are looking for. So it is not easy. Like being a designer, that is what it would take to be a designer, like in the future. So I've changed my mind about it,
Okay.
but I still feel, yeah,
Yeah, I understand. But I think that done under principle that also deals with this thing where it's like, yes, you're right. Like, obviously, people want to keep things simple so that people to retain users on their app or website,
yeah,
whatever. So the only issue now comes when you're making things overly simple or making things overly complicated. As long as you find like a balance, it's always good. And just like you said, if I'm like I mentioned in my example, if I'm used to Amazon's way of checkout, where I'm like, when it's like you enter all this thing, then go to this page and enter this, and I've been enjoying it because obviously it's simple and it's just nice to do and doesn't feel overwhelming. And then I go to your site and you have that long, you're still having that long form and everything. The probability of me dropping out is also very high in that compared to the one I'm already used to. Because so sometimes people might people might be used to a particular style and so they don't want to change it, even on your website, not even on a different website, not talk of a different website. So it's just about you knowing like where when to use those things and knowing how to be innovative enough if you want to be innovative enough to make it still simple and make it still feel fun
mm,
in a way. Just like you said.
mm.
That's, I mean, I think
It's not an easy thing. It's
yeah,
actually not easy.
yes.
Maybe this means that users would rather just stick to what they know. Like that would be the user behavior. Like from like as a trend that we'll notice. People wouldn't want to start using anything new. It's kind of like how oh we keep complaining about our social media that we use, but you can't delete your account completely and start using a new one. You know, there are very like there are new ethical social media out there now. Like this one, I don't know if you've heard of it, Be Real. Have you heard of Be Real?
Before, but I don't think I've ever gone into it.
It's hard. It's hard for you to say I'm deleting my, especially if you've been building a follower list or social, what they call it, capital for years. You now say you want to delete your account and start using another one, start learning how it works. Let's
That
even leave social media, like just things that you're used to,
yeah,
even if it's even if it's not the best UX, things that you're used to. I feel like users will not want to
yeah.
start afresh.
No one wants to tell first, it's true.
No, you don't want to start afresh.
Like even apps that we will always use. Imagine when they just say, oh, they want to change something in the app. It's always
The
very
way people grown, yeah.
yeah, like when I think there was a time I think it was maps. I was trying to change something, and the people were just like, "No way, go back to where
Or
you was."
or Twitter.
Oh,
We've shouted and shouted and shouted.
I still shouting because they were still calling it Twitter. Nobody's still calling it X or anything
Ah,
because
but it has really changed though. Wow.
it's yeah.
It has really changed. I don't know if you would be that like wonder if we could do like a breakdown of the changes on the old Twitter and the new one.
That would be you talking a lot because me, I
It's
don't.
true because you don't use, yeah, it's
I don't
true.
think I've been on Twitter in a while. Like, bruh, I'm
But
not.
it would actually be great for you because you've not been there.
Yeah, it's trying to be a research anyway to do so.
Yeah. Like you've not been there when the new changes have started. So it will actually be you that will talk a lot more. Because me, I'm now used to the new design. Yeah. But you remember the old one.
I remember the old one.
You like when you're using it, you feel the difference. Like you instinctively know that oh, this has changed. Okay. Another thing I want to talk about is how card sorting, the previous episode we did before is convenience, the eyes watch you. Card sorting principle, because it's also a UX principle, how it also ties into X law. You know, X law is all about reducing complexity of
Yeah.
users' choice. So card sorting is what now helps us carry out X law in a way.
I started listening our
Yeah.
session
So everything is now starting to come together, and I'm
because
understanding it even more.
yeah, that's true. Because I saw it when I was doing the card sorting is what you use, and it makes sense because it's like card sorting is used to obviously arrange your whatever you have on your website
Information. Yeah.
in a way that users will easily can easily find it, which is what Hick's is all about, making sure that users find your thing and in a simple way. So yeah, they definitely correlate. And by the
Mm.
way, I'm sure you cut out this part, but
But
it's 10:40 already,
are you kidding me?
so you know.
This is a UX. This is a law too somewhere. The way I have like how many screens open right now, and I
Like,
can't see the time is crazy.
crazy. That's really crazy.
I can't look at my device now and see the time.
Why
I
not?
have to look at the Alexa behind me to see the time.
What did you do? What was that? Which Alexa is behind you?
There's an Alexa behind me now. It's small screen. It's small like this.
I cannot see it.
No, you won't be able to use it on the floor.
Oh, okay. But how come you can't stay in your laptop? That's
I'm
what
telling you, like I have to carry my cursor and over the top
I'm
before the
full
time
screen.
comes
That's
out.
you
These
did
people want us to keep
you did
our
full
faces
screen now.
stuck.
I didn't do full screen. I can see my own without having to touch. That's why I'm seeing the time.
How do you mean what do you mean full screen? Like on my Mac now too, I'm here. I can't even see anything. I'm hovering around. I can't even see anything.
I'm
Like I
seeing
just want you to keep staying there. Like you don't have any awareness of what's going on outside. Ah,
my
God, I meant to take my drug. I meant to take my drug. Okay.
when you just come back now, just is to round off. How are we going to round it off?
Do you have anything else you wanted to before we now round up?
No, I don't have anything. It's
Oh,
up that
we
is
need
the
to choose the next card. We need to choose the next card for the
okay.
next month,
All right,
September. That's starting next week.
come on. Make my
How
heart
do
beat.
you feel?
I don't know how I feel. This August just real. Like just understand. Now we're in September.
I saw one dirty tweet, Elsie. Let me see if I can remember the way the person worded it. The person said, "We are just we're just 6 underwear changes away from Happy New Year." I saw that thing. I was like,
What do you mean,
"What?"
do you really want for it to or something?
I mean, I get that it's an hyperbole, but like,
Nah, I
bro,
get what
please.
it's very crazy. Like, what do you mean 6?
I think it was even less than 6. I think I'm even helping them here. I think they said
Um,
two underwear changes. Okay, should I pick it from here, or do you want to randomly say UX principle?
no, you're picking it because this is your turn.
It's not my turn. Is it my turn?
Yes, no.
Ah, so okay. I'm even falling behind. On Instagram, I'm supposed to have matched the episodes with the videos I'm doing so that I can say people should go and listen to me and Elsie Yap on Spotify. Okay, I want to pick a card, please. Let's see if it's something that is so um okay, yes. I've seen
Uh,
but please. Yes. Is it showing can you see it well, or is it like
Love,
inverted?
the light is shining bright.
The line is shining. Let me see if I can. Okay, how about now?
Oh, yes. Law of uniform connectedness.
Uniform connectedness. Yes. So that is our next one.
I heard
Should
what
I
it.
read out the thing like the info?
No, read it out the next time
It's
now.
true. Yeah, let's know. Yeah, that's true. So that's our next chart for next one. Law of uniform connectedness.
Yes.
Yep.
Can you
All
send
right.
picture on WhatsApp, please?
I will definitely. Yes. Sorry about
Well,
before. I should have sent it.
well, it's fine.
Okay. All right. Any last words?
No, I think we are. I didn't laugh so before you.
Sorry, I'm so like, what? I'm
Well,
not eating, that's why.
yeah, that sounds serious. Yeah, this your cough is really going because throughout this time you really coughed once or twice or something like that. It's
I
not like
swear.
last week that you were just like disturbing
Ah,
us.
God, I'm so happy to be back.
You do
Jesus Christ.
yeah. No, it's not.
Okay.
Being sick is one of the worst things ever.
See, health is underrated.
I'm
Good
serious.
health, rather, is underrated.
You have it, yeah.
Ah, when I was at A&E on Monday, God, I was pitying people. Ah, I was saying like, let me not even go into it. Like, people are going through a lot, too. Mhm.
Yeah.
I was now, I was even feeling bad that we had to do ECG, do X-ray, because I felt like I was wasting these people's time and
You don't
resources.
feel bad,
Because
but you be thinking it's just cough. You don't know that it might be something else that was wrong with her.
also the money we paid for IHS for charge, please run the ECG. Sorry. Mm. Okay, should we round up now?
Yeah, yes.
All right. Thank you guys for hanging with us today. If you're here, if you've ever felt the Netflix struggle of having too many things to choose from, uh, it shows exactly why X law is super important in real time. I mean, there are loads of other examples, obviously, but that's the most relatable one for me right now. But yeah, that is the long and short of Higgs law. I have nothing else to say. I'll see you on the next episode. See you.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.